Morning, you are in the thing with me. Okay, very, very interesting. Back again. Oh, the London's Michelle. Welcome, everybody. I'm also a side pinner. Who's going to start my life. I'm doing something a little bit different and also going live on Instagram as well. So I'm assuming I am live. You can see me. Hello, Tanya, Marissa. Screens. I'm actually on Instagram at the same time and also broadcasting live to YouTube. If anybody's having trouble with Facebook today, as I said, I feel like I've got a few little gremlins happening on my my live in my computer. It's always the way. Nothing simple. The more advanced we get with technology, the more hiccups and the more problems we seem to have. So hello, Janita, I haven't seen you for a while. Hello. Hello. And Kanika is down here on Facebook. Hello, Alison. So I've got so many screens going and I'm streaming across many platforms this afternoon. If you miss me this afternoon, if I don't get to you this afternoon, feel free to come back to my live feed this evening at 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Savings Time, whatever it is you want to call it, aka Sydney time. So just look up Sydney and approximately 7 hours time from now. I am here for the next hour to be answering some questions, doing some readings. Let's have some discussions. I'm open for anything spiritual, mediumship today with in terms of discussions. With my readings, I do ask if we can be a little bit direct with the questions. I prefer to work with direct questions. In other words, if you ask me for a general, I know from experience, whatever I come out with, it's not what you're hoping to hear. So let's just be direct with the questions. I tend to steer clear of a mediumship only because we have lags that are happening on these platforms, and I do like to get validations straight away so I can move on with my other bits of evidence before I deliver a message. That's the only reason why I do mediumship in my private readings, and I do not answer medical or legal questions on live feed either. I'm also very mindful of information that I do give out on these platforms, as we are in a public forum and anybody could be watching this as well. So just take that into consideration when doing my readings. So let's have a look how many are here. Okay. So I've got a couple of you over on YouTube as well. And who is Nano? See, that's the thing when I've got Instagram happening. These names I don't even recognize. Who is Nano F03? Do I know you? I'm assuming I know you, lovely. So I'm sorry I don't recognize you straight away because it's all very, very, it's very small for me. Nikki. Okay. Hello, Nikki. Thank you for joining me. Vanita from Chicago. I definitely know you. Definitely know you, my love. Rosanna, hello. And Kylie, hello. So now those who've just jumped on, if you're not familiar with how I read or what I do, I'm a psychic and I'm a medium. It's two different things. Now, the psychic side of it is me reading your energy, so past, present, and possible future. And the reason why I do say possible future is because we have free will and we can change that by making different decisions. The mediumship is bringing in messages from past loved ones. When I do my readings, I have absolutely no control with information that comes through. It's whatever they give me, I will give to you. And that's why I also ask if we can be specific with questions, just so I can get a little bit more information for you from your team. I am also drawn to the people who are needing readings today. So again, if I don't get to you, please don't be offended. It's just not meant to be. I do try to get through as many of you as I can. Also, I do ask if you can like and share this live feed, please. Please let me know that you have done that in the comments section there, the words with liked and shared, along with your comments / questions as well. They seem to be the ones that I'm attracted to. Just saying. So, hello, Nikki. Thank you for joining me. Who else have we got here? Tian. Tian, I think we had good conversations last week, didn't we, on live feed, just from memory? And Christy and Tracy. Alrighty, let's have a look. I might get started with some of these. You'll also notice a lot, I tend to channel a lot of my information. So people who are asking for cards and that, happy to pull you a card, but I seem to get a lot of my information straight from here. So again, if you see me like this, I'm not being rude. I also scribble and write down words and things like that when I read as well. So my scribble pad, which by the looks of it, I need a new one. Kind of blank bit of paper. We'll get going. Okay. So just flitting up there. So Nikki, you're saying hard month for work. I really need glasses. I can't see properly. In November, will this month be better than my last month for work? Oh, okay. I see that there's lack of I feel like I need to be talking about communication here. Either somebody's not expressing themselves or what you should be doing properly, or there's a breakdown. Either way, I'm being shown there's a breakdown in communication here. Simple as. So I do feel like you are a manifester, and I actually see you looking into manifesting other work next year. I do feel like that there's going to be a slowing down. I mean, and again, you don't need a psychic to tell you this because we are moving into Christmas. I'm just getting the number four, which I know that leads us right into Christmas. So I do see you being run off your feet between now and Christmas, but then I see a slowing down and a change of pace there. But next year, I'm going to say that you are going to be exploring other options, lovely. I do see you looking into manifesting something, but I feel like a lot of this is due around communication as well. I do see that there's further study coming for you. There's light bulb moments for you over Christmas time, and they're just showing me that you are going to be looking in a different area next year. Put it that way. Okay, so I hope that helps you, Nikki. Who else have we got here? Okay, Vanita. Good afternoon for me. I'm assuming it's good evening for you. Now, again, you are looking at mentorship with someone, would love guidance if it's a right fit. Ooh, okay. This is something I feel like outside your box here. It's a new thing for you. And what they're showing me here, okay, yes. Look, I'm getting tick, 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 but I'm going to bring it back to you, lovely, and start listening to your intuition a bit more. You know it's the right thing, but they're just bringing me back to past trauma. I'm using that word, past trauma, where something has happened to you in the past where you have stopped trusting your intuition. It's somebody living that has been, and it's knocked your confidence out of you, and we need to rebuild that confidence and that trust. That's why I feel like you are not listening to your intuition, or you're not trusting. When I use the word trusting your intuition with this here. I am getting being shown here a collaboration of some sorts, and they're coming together. So I'm going to say, yes, it is going to happen. And I do feel like it's the right fit, but I'm going to say, listen to your intuition, lovely. You know it is. You just seem to get yourself in a little bit of a pickle and start overthinking things a little bit. Okay, so I hope that helps you. Now, who else have we got? Hello, Danielle. Thank you for joining me. Okay, I'm just going to pop on over to YouTube there. Thank you for joining me. Shaylee, I do apologise if I've pronounced that incorrectly. Is there a possibility of reconciliation between Alex and me, please? Straight away, I'm picking up the month of April with you, lovely. So I have to say there's something around April for you, unless that already means something to you. I am picking up the number 6 with you. So I do feel like there is going to be a exploring, or there's a connection there. I do, at where I'm sitting at today, I'm going to say, yes, I do feel like there will be reconciliation. But I'm picking up the number 6. When I get numbers, so like time frames, 6 weeks, 6 months, either way, I'm feeling that April is quite significant around you. And also, I do see that there is a celebration that's coming up around you. And this is where I feel like I want to say happy happy home, happy home. I just keep seeing a home. And to me, usually when I see homes, it's a stability. So whether you've had a breakup because things were moving a little bit too fast, that could very well be the possibility. But I see that you're going to be coming back together again. And I'm going to say that there's stability there. So I will say where I'm sitting at as of today, yes, there is. But again, bear in mind when I say that I'll do these readings, it's possible futures. It's and purely because we have free will. And when we have free will for you, we've got timeline for you, and we've got timeline of this other person. So they also have free will as well. But where I'm seeing it as of now, I'll say yes. Okay. So thank you for joining me. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe on the YouTube channel. And if my daughter was here, she'd be saying hit the notification buttons for when I go live. Okay. Okay, Tian, I'm just going to say yes, yes, yes. Look, people, when I do mediumship readings, okay, I want to cough there. Was this cancer around in the lung area, throat area, lovely? Because I feel like I need to acknowledge that with him. And when I have people come to me and ask, one of the first questions they always ask me is, "Are they okay?" And I can promise you, without doubt, yes, 100%, that yes, they are okay, and they're passing. There's no more pain. They are at peace, even down to regrets, anger, anything that may have gone on prior to the passing. I will say yes, that no longer happens either. But when they come back to us with their person, they will come back and present themselves with the personalities that they did have. I felt like he was quite a funny person in life, and I felt like he was quite dry with his humor and had double meanings with some of the things that he did come out with. But I can promise you, yes, he is okay. He's also acknowledging your intuition and how good you are with people, and you're such a people person, but he's also pointing out that you're a people pleaser as well, and probably that's maybe why I am having trouble speaking at the moment, because that's you, lovely. You can't have trouble expressing yourself. But I will say that yes, you are a people pleaser, and he's saying that he does come to you in your dreams as well. And I also have to acknowledge a birthday around April and a birthday in May as well. I feel like those two months are quite significant around you, and particularly around family as well. But he does come through with a lot of love, and understand that he is okay. And can I leave that there, sweetheart? Okay, who else have we got here? Wow, there's a lot of you on here at the moment. So just make yourselves known. Let me know where you are watching from. I'm also streaming to Instagram. That's why I keep looking up here, because I've got another screen that's going on up there. I wish we could broadcast to all of them all at once. I'm also broadcasting to YouTube as well if you have trouble using the Facebook platform. Okay. Janita, am I being deliberately stalled by the universe for the moment? Yes, you know that you are, lovely. I do see you hitting brick walls. Now, okay, they're also highlighting relationships around you. Is that what you're talking to me about with brick walls? Because I feel like I need to acknowledge that. I am being shown here. Yep. I feel like you're the wounded warrior. If you look at the tarot card and the wounded warrior, I think that's the 9. It's either the 8 or the 9 of wands, and that's what I feel like you are at, the wounded warrior. But I'm being shown here, and I will promise you, yes, they are showing me things are getting better. I'm picking up the number 10 with you. Now with me, they are time frames, 10 weeks, 10 days, 10 weeks. I don't feel like it's going to be all the way to this time next year. I feel like there will be movements over the next 10 weeks. So let's say the next couple of months for you. And I'm okay, thank you. Now they're also talking to me about numerology. I'm not a numerologist, and obviously we know the number 10 is geared towards the ending of something and the start of something. So for me, that's all relevant. But I feel like I need to be acknowledging a relationship in the brick walls there. I get stubborn. So someone's being stubborn, but I know you, Janita, and that's why I said, you know yourself. You are where you are meant to be now, and everything happens for a reason. Okay, so I'll leave that there for you, lovely. Okay, who else have we got happening here? Now, if you can let me know if you liked and shared the live feed, and put your question in the comments section there with liked and shared. Okay. Okay, Vanita, so you understand what I'm talking about there then. Okay, thank you. It's a work in progress. Little baby steps with you, sweetheart. Okay. Who else have we got here? Thank you for that, Tian. See, tag your family, tag your friends, support this page. Now, I'm assuming you are on the spiritual events directory page. I'm also streaming live from my actual Facebook page, which is the Psychic Pinup. I do encourage you, if you can go over and like that page and view and watch me from there as well. I seem to pick up more comments from the Psychic Pinup page. I'm also streaming live from that page again this evening at 8 p.m. Sydney time. So we've got a Linda from Florida. I have been to Florida. I've got a cruise ship from Florida. Okay. Danielle, yes, you can have a reading. I do prefer to work with direct questions, honey, only because I'm going to give you what Spirit's wanting you to know. Okay. And what they're showing here with you is, okay, interesting. All right. I feel like I need to bring up family and Christmas with you. And I'm being shown that there is some worries with you around Christmas time, which again is a given at this time of the year from many, many people. They're showing me here, this is where I feel like there's going to be the return of somebody. Somebody else is going to cross your path around about Christmas time. And I feel like there's a little bit of uncertainty whether you should be allowing this person back into your circle or not. I'm going to say tread carefully because there is still that element of uncertainty around that person. Okay, I'm just going to put that to one side because they're wanting you to be aware of that. And I feel like it's somebody that's not been quite nice, or they've done not such nice things to you in the past. I've acknowledged that, moved that on. They want to talk about Christmas with your family because I do see that there is going to be good times for you around Christmas time. So they're saying, please do not be worried about the uncertainty about where things are coming from. They're saying that the universe is going to provide for you. I actually see happy families for you around Christmas time. Okay, now I also have to just think outside the box here. They're also showing me something to do around community based. So are you going to be connected in with some sort of community over Christmas and doing something for other people who are not so fortunate? Because I feel like I need to address that as well. Or if that's something that you've been thinking about, it's something that I'm getting the big fat tick from Spirit with as well. And there's also another child around you as well that I feel like very humanitarian, and I feel like that they think differently to the other children in the family as well, quite sensitive. So they're showing me, the more I'm feeling into that, quite sensitive and sensitive to Spirit as well. Okay, but I'll leave that there for you, lovely. Okay, who else have we got here? Well, there's a lot of you. I feel like I'm being flooded. Who else have we got? So, Janita, so true. Thank you. Yep, you're welcome, sweetheart. You're welcome. Okay. So you understand all that, Tian. Okay, thank you. So I hope you can appreciate why I don't go into too much mediumship. It's only because we have lags. Like I'm talking now and you probably won't see me saying this for another 30 seconds. And then I like to get my validation quite quickly so I can move on with other bits of evidence before I go giving messages. Okay. Okay, so you understand those dates I just gave you, April, May. Thank you. Thank you. There's just little bits of evidence that we bring through from them. Okay, Alyssa. How do I know you, Alyssa? Have I read for you before? I know your name from somewhere. I know your name. I swear to God I do. Do you see my business picking up anytime soon? I actually see you in collaboration with somebody, with some others. I see you, okay, not until, right? They're showing me it's really taken your patience here. I'm picking up the number 3 with you. 3 months, March, we're at the end of the year now anyway. I feel like there's not going to be any real improvements there until around about then. I actually see you in collaboration with some others. I feel like either you're going and getting okay, I went to say advice from professionals, but I was slip of the tongue and legal. Okay, and I have to honor everything that that I come out with, because I went to say something else and I went to say legal. So I feel like I need to bring up legal around you. So whether it's something that you need to be making legal, official, every time I use that word, people have heart attacks. It's not a bad thing, because for me, legal is making things official and making things right. I feel like that's what needs to be explored here. I'm just being shown here that your intuition needs to be used a little bit more. They're showing me here that you get the signs, you get the synchronicities, but I feel like you are being a little bit stubborn and going against the direction that spirit is trying to push you in. So I'm just going to ask if you can, over the next month, to just be a little bit more open to be receiving these messages and being guided. And it could very well be this is the guidance that they're talking about, because I see that there's other people, and for me, spirit, life, living, not living, it's all the same for me, and I feel like I need to explore that as well. So just be open to be receiving that information, please, lovely. But I see 3 months, March, around there, and I feel like I need to bring something legal up around you as well. Okay, where are we? Let me just check. So I've got the phone going down here too, so that's what I look at. Just keep an eye on that from the psychic pinup. Okay, that's right, Tian. It is. Be kind to everybody. Thank you. It's a little bit of kindness goes a long, long way. And I'm not saying anything that's happened in here today. I'm just saying generally, it's just nice to be kind. Thank you for sharing, honey. Right. Just to let you all know, like, oh, okay, I've got to scroll right down. And a lot of the times I can only see a half a dozen comments and questions at once. And I am streaming to multiple platforms this afternoon. So if you feel like I'm missing you, please feel free to repost or go on over to my Facebook page, which is the Psychic Pinup. All right, I'm just going to throw it out there. I've just got a big taste of KFC. Who's just had KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken, or who's just had it or is about to have it, or who is eating it? Because you've made me very hungry now. Hello, Donna Young. Beautiful. Donna Young's entered the chat room. Hope you are wonderful. I was only thinking about you the other day. I meant to reach out. I'll reach out to you later on, honey. Okay. Okay. Nicole, what do you see around my son and his future with his son, please? Liked and shared. So have we got legal things going on, sweetheart? Because I feel like I need to be talking about something along that line as well. Look, I see. Thank you. Who's done the walking away? I feel like somebody has just emotionally detached themselves. So there's the only way I can describe that. Emotional detachment. I'm being shown that there is still more things to come to light. Okay, but ultimately I do see that there is, okay, this is when I say I see wishes coming true, put it that way. Okay, so if you're wanting things to work out, I do see it working out. I am getting the beautiful big arch of beautiful cups and the wishes showing me that's what they're showing me there. But I feel like there's all these other things that's leading up to this as well, and that's why I feel like there's some sort of emotional detachment here, and I feel like there's other things that need to come to light as well. But I do see that things will eventually work itself out. Now I'm picking up February and I'm picking up April around that. Okay, so I hope that helps you. Who else do we have here? Mhm. A lot of people ask me this about numbers. I've been seeing angel numbers. This is a past loved one sending me a message. Okay, this is what I always say to people. What's the first thing that pops into your head when you see those things? Okay, so I'm just going to put that one back to you, honey. I feel like whatever's popping into your head, if you feel like it's a past one, yes, I will say that. More often than not, it is our team. And when I talk about our team, I talk about our past loved ones, our guides, our spirit guides, ancestors, just um, language, communicating with us. I'm not an expert when it comes to angel numbers. We're all very familiar with the 1 1 1 1 11 11 or the 4 4s, or we're all very familiar with that. Now, my advice here to you is that when you see these numbers, and if you keep seeing the same number over and over again, like for example, my number I'm seeing lately all the time is the number 23, and I had to go and Google it. So that's why I say go and Google the number and go and Google what the spiritual meaning of it is. And that's where you'll get your answers. So I hope that helps you. Okay. Monique, is next year going to be a better year? Okay. And this is where I'm going to say it's all about mindset, honey. I know there's things that get thrown in our path. I know that, you know, there's other people get thrown in the mix here, and we need to be accountable for other people and other situations. But at the same time, I want you to be mindful of the mindset that you go into 2023 with, that yes, it's going to be a good year. Spirit's actually showing me that there needs to be some changes around in your life in order for that to happen. I feel like unless those changes happen, we will be back here having the same conversation again next year. Okay, so what they're showing me here, I feel like there is something that you would like to achieve. I feel like there is a dream. There is something here that you want to do. I feel like it's something to do with another job or education or something that you've always wanted to do. They're here to say that you need to go and do this. And they're saying, go for it. Just go for it. And don't worry about making other people happy. I feel like it's your time now. Okay, that's the only way I can describe that. There's light bulb moments for you over Christmas, lovely. Light bulb moments. And I'm also going to say that there's communication coming in for you over Christmas as well. And I feel like that this is going to be the communication that you need in order to give you that little push to go and do what you would like to do. But I always say to people that changes do not happen unless you make changes. And a lot of the times people don't like change. So, you know, do you want to be stuck there? And I always say that the hardest part is getting started. So I'll leave that there for you. Okay. So you understand all that. And I want to be a midwife. Beautiful. I knew it was to do around work and education. So that's what they're saying. I'm here to give you that push today, lovely, to say you can do this and go for it. I'm picking up a very soft energy around your grandson, lovely. And so I will say it's grandmother or great grandmother. I'm picking up a very soft energy with this person. And also I want to say gentle, and I would like to say a loving, caring person. Okay. Your grandson's either got some soft toy or something he has with him as well. That I need to acknowledge that it's a comforter to him. Okay. They also show me a rose quartz around your grandson. So I'm not sure. I'm seeing a younger child, but I feel like I need to bring up the rose quartz as well. Now, rose quartz generally, when they show things like that, I'm going to bring this back to you, and it's to do with self-love as well with you. Okay. All right. So nothing. No alarm bells there, lovely. No alarm bells. It's very soft. It's very soft energy. It's quite comforting. So I hope that helps you. Who else have we got here? Whew. How are we going for time? Okay, geez, the time goes quickly. So those who've just joined me, I do ask if you like and share the live feed. I'm also streaming to Instagram, so that's why I'm looking up there, because I do have another screen going up there at the same time. And I'm also streaming to YouTube. If you're having problems with Facebook, I am streaming to YouTube as well. Now, I am streaming to multiple platforms and also to the Spiritual Events Directory, as well as the Psychic Pinup. I do ask if you pop on over and like the Psychic Pinup, or go over and watch the streaming from there. I seem to pick up more comments from there. I only see half a dozen comments at once, so I may miss people, which I do apologise for. And I do get drawn to the people that are needing messages today. I'm streaming live again this evening from the Psychic Pinup page at 8 p.m. Sydney time. So wherever you are in the world, 8 p.m. Sydney time. So Heather, you're welcome, lovely. I hope that helps you. Okay. Again, if people are just jumping on asking for readings, let's be specific with the questions. I do work better with direct questions. Okay, Dale Brennan. Just wanted to ask about a job I'm applying for at a regional university. Thought I'd left my old dream job behind to do further study, but now it seems like this job may be the way in. And you know it is, lovely. Just wondering how this will fit into my metaphysical work, given that the job is full-time. This is the thing, and I always say to people, we need to learn to trust our team. Now, this opportunity has presented itself to you for a reason. Now, I feel like it's come up at the right time for the right reason, and I don't know why you're doubting yourself. And do not worry about not having time for your metaphysical work. They are showing me that that will all work itself out. At the moment, it's presented itself to you for a reason. Okay, and they will make things available for you as you are ready. Okay, do not worry about any of that. And for me, I've learnt to trust the universe, trust my team, that if I get ideas, if whatever, it's like, I'm just like, yes, I'll do it. And I just know that there is always going to be, it will always work itself out, always. And I know that the universe works in mysterious ways, and I know that the universe has our back. So I just feel like here possibly a little bit too much overthinking. And when we start doing our overthinking, that seems to be when we get in our heads and then we miss opportunities or we talk ourselves out of things or we start thinking negatively of ourselves. Then it's not the case here. I'm quite excited for you, actually. Okay. It's a whole new, I feel like that's a whole new role, to be honest. I feel like it's a whole new role, and I still feel like, again, you're talking about university, but I still feel like there's an opportunity that will come up here where you can do work either from home or something like that nature, where it will free up some other time for you to do the other things that you want to do. Okay. Again, I've got no idea what you do, and that's the only way I can describe it. I just pass on what they give me. So I hope that helps you. Okay. Who else have we got here? Okay, Sean, what is it that you're wanting to know about relationships? Okay, because I understand you are in a relationship, feeling into your energy. What is it that you're wanting to know about it? Okay, if you can let me know. Okay. Hold on. Do I continue to fight for a relationship with my daughter? It's making me physically and mentally, been estranged for years. But today she's still saying she feels okay. Okay. I don't know when you jumped on, honey, but um I always say to people when I do readings, it's where I see people on timelines, meaning we all have timelines and we all come to this earthly plane for experiences and for lessons. And what I see here is two separate timelines going here. And sometimes when we try to force things to happen, that's when things don't happen. And you know the old saying, if you love something, set it free, if it comes back, it's meant to be. And this is what I feel like I need to be saying in this case, sweetheart. It doesn't mean that they're not going to come back. I feel like she's got her own timeline, she's got her own lessons and her own experiences to deal with, and I feel like you do as well. I know it doesn't help you at the moment because mums want the best and they want to be, want the best for our children, but I just feel like here, this is where she needs to spread her wings and just let her come to you at her own free will. Just let her know that you're always there for her. Let her know that your doors will always be open. Let her make the first move. And I also example, and I know what I'm talking about here is terms of a romantic relationship, but just put it into context with the relationship with you and your daughter. It's like when we set something free, and I say to many women that when they cut cords with exes and people that they're not in relationships with anymore, it's like you're releasing them, and all of a sudden that energy is not there. And it's so many times when we remove that energy, it's people come back. It's and how many times do we hear that when our exes, you're ready to move on, and then all of a sudden the ex comes back again, or they make communication, or they reach out. I'm using that same example for here as well. And also, when we manifest things, the best way to manifest is to detach as well. By hanging on to something and attaching yourself, it actually delays a lot of things. So that's what I'm going to say here, honey. Okay, so I hope that helps you. Okay, there's a lot of you on here. Am I going to win the beach house? Lovey, if you win the beach house, let me know because I'll be up there too. Hi, Nix. I don't know what your question is, honey. My ex just left for a third party. Now he's engaged. Was there another question that was further up? Because I can only see a few of them at once. Okay. Hi, Danny Lee. I always say to people, a lot of people ask me, am I on the right path? And I always say, yes, you are, because we've chosen certain experiences during this lifetime and lessons that we would like to learn. And that's why I always say, yes, you will be on the right path. If you find that you are repeating the same thing over and over again and not seeming to get anywhere, or things just keep going wrong for you, that's generally when I say maybe it's the universe gently trying to push you onto a different path. Okay, but I will always say that yes, we are on the right path, even if it's not so nice things that are happening. It's because these are the lessons that we've chosen to learn during the lifetime, and maybe you need to learn these lessons in order to move on. And maybe you are not learning the lessons, and that's why the same things keep happening to you. But I do believe that yes, you are. Yes, you are. Oh, actually, you know what? I'll just pull a card for you. How's that? Let me just pull a card for you, lovey. Okay. So pulled up the High Priestess. Okay. Now, for me, the High Priestess is all about listening to your intuition. Okay. So you are quite intuitive. I just feel like you need to start listening to what's going on inside here a little bit more and stop doubting yourself. Okay. Hello, Dale. You're welcome, lovely. I hope that has helped you. Who else have we got here? Okay, now, so again, okay, Alison, I don't know why you're saying I give up. Again, I said I can only see a few comments at once. So if that's in relation to me, I can't see your question, lovely. Okay, so you may just want to repeat that. I've got a lot of people at me today. I'm on multiple platforms. So it's not just one, wherever you're broadcasting from or watching from. I don't know how many people are watching there. At the moment, I've got over 50 people in my chat room here watching. So I've got a lot of comments going at once. Okay, Patricia. I'd like to know what he's thinking about our relationship. So confused. Thank you. Okay. I think you already know, lovey. Okay, just a minute. I feel like the relationship's going to go off in a bit of a different direction here. This is the thing. I feel like, am I correct that there's been a bit of love bombing? They come in and offer, I'm talking about the future, and then I just see a pulling back here because I just feel like it's going to be going in a bit of a different direction here. So I need to honor that. I actually see you actually coming out and speaking your truth and actually standing in your power here. I feel like there's some things that he's not coming forward with and telling you. And I feel like by you coming out and just laying it, I'm seeing you laying it out in the sand, drawing the line in the sand here. And I do see those truths then coming out. Where I sit at the moment, I feel like, yes, it is going to go in a bit of a different direction. Now, in terms of whether it's positive or negative, they're not really showing me yet. I'm sense about that. They're just showing me you giving him, this person, more energy than what they are giving back to you. Okay. And I feel like, you know, when you have an elephant in the room and nobody's talking about it, that's what I feel. And I feel like nothing is going to change until you bring it up, until you address the elephant in the room. Okay, but I do see that there will be a change in direction there, lovely. Okay. So what was the yes? See, I can't even remember what I asked you. Was that about the love bombing and all these promises or discussions, plans for the future? So thank you. And this is why we always have this lag, and I don't like to do mediumship on these. Just see if you can come back to me with a little bit more feedback on that, Patricia. Otherwise, I'll have to move on. That's why we have these. I don't like these lags. Okay. All right. Just so long as you understand that, lovey. It's again, if you're new to the way I read on these live feeds, I'm quite mindful of information that I give out, only because anybody could be watching this, and we're in a public forum, and that sometimes there's information that's quite sensitive that's being given out. Now, again, if you are new, my name is Linda. I'm also known as the Psychic Pinup, and I'm also streaming live from my Facebook page as well as the Spiritual Events Directory. Now, my Facebook page is the Psychic Pinup. If you would like to go over and like that, I'm going to be streaming live from there again this evening in approximately 6 hours, 8 p.m. Sydney time. I am based 1 hour south of Sydney, down the south coast of New South Wales, wherever you are in the world. Hey. Okay, Amy, if drawn, please, will 2023, I'm guessing it's be a very memorable year of many celebrations for me and lots of prayers and wishes coming into fruition. Thank you. Okay. A lot of the times I always say to people, we're the creators of our destiny, and if you want it to be, it will be. And again, it's about mindset, going into 2023 with a positive attitude. It's all about raising that vibration, and 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 this is the thing. It's for me. I get excited with every year. I love to get a new diary, and I'm going to suggest that you go out and buy yourself a new diary for the year. I love nothing more than filling my pages up in my diary of to-do lists, appointments, things I've got to do, people I'm seeing, quotes, inspirations, affirmations. I love to fill my whole diary up with that. And I love to get to the end of the year and say, my God, I had a good year. And that's what I want you to do. So I'm going to say, go and get yourself a diary and go into it with a positive year and go in that mindset, and you will have a brilliant 2023. Okay. I know you will make it happen. Go and get the diary. I have a nice big fat diary just to show you all. This is my diary. This is how thick it is. So my whole life is literally in this diary. And I love to fill the pages up. I love it. Okay. Nix. Okay, thank you for getting back to me, honey. Will he come back? Will he marry the third party, or will he come back? Okay. They're showing me I'm just going to be upfront with you with this, honey. This is not being something, well, I feel it's not being something that has just happened quite suddenly. I'm picking up that there has been, I will say, sneakiness and deceit that has gone on behind your back for quite a while. Okay. I also feel like you have felt that. So you've had that suspicion the whole time. Where I'm sitting at with you at the moment, I'm picking up a lot of hurt and a lot of disbelief. And with the disbelief, I'm picking up the numbness. So at the moment, I'm just seeing a lot of fog in front of me where you're not seeing the bigger picture and not seeing things clearly. Okay. Now they're highlighting April with you, with me, in terms of moving forward. I'm not saying that's when the marriage is happening, but I'm talking about you. I'm putting him to one side now. I'm more concerned about you, not about this relationship and the third party going on here. I'm being shown here that there's going to get to a point with you next year, and I feel like April is significant with you, that you are going to make a clean cut. Put it that way. Okay. It's not about the fact that is he going to get married or not. It's about you understanding your self-worth and moving on, because they are showing me clean cut and they are showing me with you that you are going to be a very independent person in your own right. Put it that way. Okay. I actually see you looking outside the square here and looking at bettering yourself in terms of education too. Okay. I also see that there's going to be an offer that's coming for you in terms of work. So it's either promotion or it's something completely different that's coming for you for next year as well. Okay, but I'm going to leave that there for you, honey. Okay. Yes, it's a huge diary. I love it. It's it's a motivator. Absolute motivator. So nobody up there on Instagram. All right. So I hope that's helped you, honey. Yes, that's right. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for joining me. Okay. Okay, Alison, will I hear from Tommy? I get a lot of overthinking, and I'm going to call it the slow burn. The slow burn. Okay. So I will say yes, but it's not anytime soon. Okay. They're not giving me a time frame. They're just saying not as quickly as what you are hoping. And I'm just seeing a lot of, I will say, a little bit of insomnia, sleepless, overthinking happening with that as well. What they're wanting you to do is to go and use that energy and put it elsewhere in terms of, I'm going to use the word productive, and I do say that with respect. They're saying use that energy and put it into something productive, because I do see you either again, it's something to do around work, study as well. Okay, so I'll leave that there for you. All right. Now I've got 5 minutes left before I have to be off the spiritual events. So those who've just joined me again, my name is Linda. I'm also known as the Psychic Pinup, and I do encourage you to go on over to my Facebook page, which is the Psychic Pinup, and I do private readings. My details are there on the bottom of the screen, the psychicpinup.setmore.com, and there should be a link there somewhere in the Facebook page where you can just click and it'll take you straight through to my online diary. Now, that will take you to my next availability. You can book yourself in for either Zoom reading, or I'm only doing readings now at Port Kembla until when I start travel again next year. And I'm finishing up around about the 20th of December, and I will be taking about a month off. Now, I'm going to pull a tarot card for people before do a bit of a collective reading the last couple of minutes that I am on here. Again, if you'd like to join me this evening, I will be streaming from the Psychic Pinup at 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Savings Time, aka Sydney time, 6 hours from now. Now, let me know. Pick card 1, 2, or 3. Pop the comments, your number down in the comments section there. Let me know 1, 2, or 3, and I'll give you all a quick collective reading. 1, 2, or 3. Okay, let me just pick up those cards. Come back to me. 1, 2, or 3. Okay, there's 1, 2. We'll just get one more to come out. 1, 2, or 3. I'll give you a quick collective reading. Okay, if you've picked number 1, you are the Queen of Wands for the next week. So stand in your power, my love. I'm being shown very, very passionate about anything that gets thrown at you. I just see that you are going to be starting to look at things through a different set of eyes over the next week and be open to any ideas that are coming to you. I feel like you don't give yourself enough credit, and I would like for you to change that mindset, because I just see you next year standing in your power, being very charismatic and being very passionate about possibly even a new job, a new career change as well for you for next year. Okay, if you pick number 2, number 2 is all about judgment. Okay, now for me, straight away, I'm picking up that possibly there will be a return of somebody over the next 6 weeks. I just said 6 weeks. So just keep that in mind there. Somebody that either you've lost contact with in the past, or somebody that has ghosted you. Okay, so if you currently find yourself in a situation where you are being ghosted, just be aware. I feel like there will be a return of somebody crossing your path in the next 6 weeks. Okay, if you've picked number 3, geez, I'm loving all the court cards today. King of Cups. Okay, King of Cups for me, they're just showing me here. Time for you. Okay, interesting. Open up a little bit more. For me, the King of Cups is somebody, even though that is a water sign and it is about, for me, water's quite sensitive to spirit and emotions. For me, the King of Cups is somebody who could be quite closed off. Okay, it can come across as somebody who's a little bit cold. Okay, so if you find that this is you, I ask that you open up a little bit more. I feel like there's going to be an opportunity that's coming in from afar for you. And what I mean by that, there will be news coming in from afar, or an opportunity that's coming in from afar for you. And just be open to that, because I feel like you will say no to a lot of things. And I'm going to bring you back to the King of Cups there. And they're just saying, be open to anything that comes your way in the next 4 weeks. They're also showing me here, some of you possibly there may be a move that's coming up for you in the next 4 weeks, or not 4 weeks, but there will be talk of move in the next 4 weeks, possibly with the move happening next year. So there will be decisions around a house, property, or around a move for you for next year as well. Okay, so I will leave that there for you. I hope that has helped you. And as I said, I will be back live this evening on the Psychic Pinup page at 8 p.m, which is in 8 hours' time. So hopefully I'll see you all there. Have a wonderful day. Be safe for the rest of the week. I will be back here again the same time next week on Spiritual Events Directory. So thank you very much. Bye-bye.